Bang, 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 bang. Ooh, daddy, please. Mr. Bang Bang TV's in the building. Holla at me, man. Tune in, zoom in, and all that. Log in, lock in, and all that. That's what I'm saying. I'm heated up today. I don't watch basketball, so it's not, yo, why you wearing this? I wear what I like. Bang Bang TV CEO, Mr. Bang Bang TV, King Bumpy Johnson, King Bumpavelli. You know what I'm saying? It's good. BX own, Bronx own, Atlanta's own, Honduras, London's own. Nigga, I'm everywhere, nigga. Anyway, man, thank you for tuning in, though. World's Strongest Man, Bang Bang TV CEO. Let's get into it, man. Yesterday we had a good time. Got on here live. I don't really like to do. My plan was to get on here and go live, like, and it's like I get a lot of viewers after I drop. The viewers watch after. I didn't check the last one I did, but I had some special guests and we was talking our shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, real people, like, I mean, it's good. We are professional. Like I said, once again, we street dudes, and I'm a street dude who I just came from jail last year. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the rap music shit, but I was always doing media. I had a DVD called Live from Out of Town DVD. And that was upstate New York because that's where I ended up at. I came out of town to get, basically my story is the real story is I came to Albany to get money. I got locked up in Albany, caught a felony. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of going back to New York, cause shit was fucked up out there. Like I was running raggedy. Like I was jumping from house to house, getting money out here, going from house to house. Bet that shit wasn't working. So I just stayed there. I just stayed here, and then I just started my whole career over. But then that money still was here. My mind still was I was still like I was out of town. I don't know these dudes out here, but let me find a way to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Same story, the same old outpost shit. I went through shit, niggas, and I went through shit too. So I understand. So I be like, some dude was like, yo, I never seen you in the streets, nigga. I'm one of them OT niggas. I'm one of them OT cowboy niggas. One of them niggas that went out of town and never came back, nigga. Fuck. Anyway, that's nothing. It's neither here nor there. What I want to talk about today is this brand new lane. And it's not new. It's new to the people who don't know. So I said a brand new lane because it's not the same as the regular lane. When I say the regular lane, it's not the Little Baby. It's not the Tekashi lane. It's not what's going on now. The music I'm talking about is that 94, 97, 95, 96 sound when dudes used to make beats. The era I'm from, for you young people who watch, and I'm not that old. I'm in my 30s, so like I said, I'm a child of hip hop. Like I came up in the Bronx around the music. I got to see things firsthand. Like the reason why I end up doing what I'm doing because I'm one of the dudes that was like, I was always around. I was always there, like quiet. Like I'm not a snake or a funny nigga, but you know what I mean. Remember, I'm quiet and I'm observant. So I watched and seen a lot of shit in my time with music, rappers from Tupac to Biggie. And I met a lot of rappers and I met a lot of people in my lifetime that kept me going with music and everything. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of good mentors in a lot of little different areas of my life and the things that I wanted to do. So I'm not gonna go into that. Anyway, so back then, now we had this music where it's turned up, and it's like nobody wants to hear rap. If I'm sitting here with some of my people and I play like a rapper that's rapping, it's like they don't want to hear that. And it's like that's what kind of lane I fuck with. I listen to all the other stuff too. Like I listen to all the songs like everybody else. Do I play them every day? Nah. Does the new? I'll be honest. Like if the new, like Jay-Z, I give a chance. Like if Jay-Z has a new verse on a Meek Mill song, I play it. I fuck with Meek Mills. I'm not gonna say I don't play Meek Mills, but do I play him constantly, every day, effortlessly? Nah. Have I? Yeah. Nah. I gotta change what I'm saying. I think about what I'm saying. Because Meek Mills is a rapper, so he knows how to rap. Whole point is this. There is a whole different lane, right? And it's a whole different sound, and you'll be surprised where it's coming from. It's coming from Buffalo, New York, right? That's upstate where I'm at. And there's these guys called Griselda Records, and Griselda Records has these guys called West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, and Benny the Butcher, right? These guys, I'm gonna be 100 with you guys, man. They're from upstate New York. They have brought the feeling back that everybody really wants. I want it because you gotta think about it. It's like I'm young. I'm about to be a grown super guy, grown, right? So, but I'm not gonna lie. I listen to the new music and it be good, but I be like, man, remember when the locks got on the radio and used to freestyle on the radio and niggas used to lose their minds. Niggas, the first mixtape that come out got a locks freestyle on it. Niggas going to get it. I remember singing all the words to a nigga freestyle, like everybody knowing Kiss's verse or Styles' verse word for word. Like it was a different time. You feel what I'm saying? And we missed that. So I know people go back and go listen to the old shit. Even no matter how, you know how the game is different now. The world is different. Us as black people, Spanish people, and some people in general, we're not aging like um our great grandparents and all that used to age. We're aging a little slower now. And the people that are aging, they're not dying right away. People are dying at 95 and 88 and shit like that. So we're aging a little slower as we evolve. You know what I'm saying? So we're not looking as old. We're looking pretty young. Some guys can mix in with these young kids. The young kids look younger, to be honest with you. And the people that's probably in their mid 30s, like me or whatever, in their 30s, tend to look young still. They still have, they got the youngish, you know what I mean? They're not looking old. Like you're saying you're 35, but you look like you're 20. Like you could be like, like you're just a little older than some of the guys outside. You feel what I'm saying? So with all that being said, we're aging different, so shouldn't be no problem with the. But we know we listen to certain shit, so we trying to cover up, you know, because we're with the young guys and we playing the young music and shit. But in reality, when we go home, we gonna play some shit that we used to listen to back in the days. So, um, and you know, you wish you could listen to it right now. This Griselda shit that's going on, these guys, because I'm gonna get deep. I want y'all to share this too, man. I want y'all to really share this, watch it, because I really want you to understand what I'm about to talk about. Because shout out to my man Doggy Diamonds. Doggy Diamonds had came on one day and he said, "Upstate New York makes the best music right now. They killing it. They murdering it. Albany, all that." So I have to explain this to Doggy Diamond. I hope some Doggy Diamond sees this. Um, Albany's not doing that. They're not. They're not. They're not even. Everybody's not even all the way hip. Like they know who Benny the Butcher is because his name is going around, and they know he's from Buffalo. But a lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on. And then I think another thing too. Like. So hold on. Let me sit down with this one. I'm saying tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. Let me see. I had seen some other shit the other day. I don't know what that was. I don't know. He did something. Oh, alright, nah. I ain't sharing this shit. I'm trying to get your niggas to tune in. Tune in, though. Tune in, tune in, tune in. So, let's go to it, man. So, Griselda Records, man, consists of Benny the Butcher, like I said, um, West Side Gun, and Conway the Machine, right? All spitters. West Side Gun gives you that ghost face Raekwon feel mixed into one person. It gives you that feel. He talks fly god stuff. He talks about the fly clothes he wears. He talks about, a shootout. He just, the way he says it is so fly and so dope, and his voice is real high pitched. And when you see him in person, he looks like a rapper. You see the jewelry, he looks like a rapper. That would be how these rappers look now. He'll wear red fur, he'll do all that. But his bars are hard. You know what I'm saying? And the beats, oh man, the beats. This kid named Derringer, yo, fam, this dude, man, Derringer is a monster. This kid, man. This kid, yo. I mean, this man. Pardon me, this kid. This man. He's a monster. But now, like I said, all they really doing is rapping over loop beats. You feel what I'm saying? So, but the loops, if you, like I said, if you from that era, bro, remember, I don't know, me, I got the chance to experience. So I be saying, I don't see niggas, I might look like a young dude, might sound like a young dude, but listen, man, I remember having the sampler, the box sampler, about, see this box right here? Let me see this box. Put the box right here. See this box right here? The sampler that I had was probably about the same size. If y'all know what I'm y'all niggas, if real hip hop niggas know that really do music, DJs, all that, y'all remember the sample probably about the same size as this box, right? Probably a little higher. And it had this button right here, like this one circle button right here. And the knobs went right here. And not only the knobs was for sound, and the knobs also to change the pitch of the sample. You feel what I'm saying? So we used to have this. That's how you sample beats. You know what I mean? And in the '90s, a real nigga from the '90s know. Once again, if y'all watch this, if y'all not watching it live and y'all watch this later, I babbled in the beginning. So what? But now, a real dude from the '90s that did music knows that if you're a rapper, tell me if I'm lying. Real artists know that back in the days, they didn't want their beat sampled. So what the rapper would do is talk over the end and don't leave no space to be sampled. Because some rappers would do the song right back in the days, and then the beat would just play. And if you can get at least, I thought, was it 5 seconds, something like that? At least 5 seconds to catch the loop. Like if it's a loop beat, like if you can get it to do that, you know what I'm saying? You could loop it. That's the beat. You feel what I'm saying? So rappers in the '90s used to talk, rap, say some shit over the beat before the beat end, so niggas couldn't sample their shit. And if I'm lying, somebody tell me I'm lying. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how it used to go. So with that, so I'm gonna talk about the '90s and I'm gonna talk about this new shit at the same time because I want niggas to think, I want people to think I'm some young clown dude who don't know what the fuck is going on. I really was doing music in the '90s when you had to go and meet people face to face and rap like, yo, let me hear you, fam. What you got? What you spit, right? You said you spit. Let me hear something, and you have to spit. You know what I'm saying? A good rapper used to have songs. Other artists would have like a verse here and there. You feel what I'm saying? I went from having a verse here and there to I always did a verse. I always did like a verse. I did songs too sometimes. You know what I mean? But niggas like a song that can remember because they remember you. You can have a dope verse back then, but if you had like a song, like if you had someone with a hook they could remember, they'll see you and be like, "Yo, remember that song you spit the song about?" Because people had good memories then. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had some songs, so I had some Cool G rap. I remember this old dude, I think his name was Trey or something. And he's like, "Yo, spit that Cool G rap type shit." Spit that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga used to keep me amped up and shit like that. So, um, but back to these dudes, man. So they give you that old feeling. So they rapping over loop beats, the same kind of beats I was just talking about. They rapping over loop beats and shit. These beats are like these gritty, grimy. You can still hear the crackle in the beat, like old crackle noise. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got Conway, who this fucking dude, man. He's like he's the it's damn. He's kind of like the see, because you, like I said, you said remember, West Side Gun is like the Ghostface Raekwon, but Conway is not like none of them. He's like the Banks of the group. I think that's right. He's like the Lloyd Banks of the group, but a little harder. I won't say he's harder than Banks, but a little hard. Yeah, I say harder because I say harder than Banks. I didn't say nicer. I said harder. Two different things. See, people, I know my hip hop. Not nicer, harder. So when I say harder, he says hard as shit. He says some shit. He got this joint called Cow, where he goes bananas, man. This guy, and then mind you, once again, if you've never seen this guys before, Conway had got shot in his neck, which made his face crooked. It gave him like Bell palsy. So his face is. I don't want to. I'm not making fun. His face kind of like this. and and his mouth is like he has Bill Paul, so it's like, but he's still rapping like, yo, Sean, killing these niggas, killing these niggas with his face twisted up like that. You feel what I'm saying? And he's fire. He's fire, son. Yo, this dude is hard, like fire. And then here comes Benny the Butcher. Now I'm gonna say some. I'm like I said with this joint. I'm gonna say real shit. I'm not gonna bullshit, bite my tongue. I'm a blogger. I'm doing media. I'm gonna say what I feel because I've been following this thing for like 3 to 4 years now. I stopped all my music, everything, like all that shit I be listening. I haven't not listened to. I'm just getting back to regular music. Like I said, within like it's been 2 to 3 months now. I've been back to regular music, but 3 years of listening to just these dudes and not just these dudes. There's more guys. There's more. I might do a series on the rest of the people involved in this movement. Um, but Benny the Butcher comes. Now, I don't want to say nothing offensive. I'm gonna say it right. It's not offensive. It's not offensive. And I hope he respects it. I just want him to see. I just want people to understand where I'm coming from. Benny's the third guy. Now, usually the third guy would be like, and nothing wrong with. I'm trying not to give a bad comparison where niggas don't look crazy. Yeah, he's the Sheik. He's the Sheik Luch. He would be when you see him, you would consider him the Sheik Luch of the group, and this is why I'm saying that. He's not the Sheik Luch of the group, and there's nothing wrong with Sheik Luch at all. But you got Kiss and you got Styles and you got Sheik, and then you know how that goes, how people feel about that situation. Sheik is dope. He dope by himself. You know what I'm saying? But we'll fuck with Kiss and Styles right away. You know what I'm saying? So when you see being the Butcher, you would think, yo, yeah, he's gonna definitely be the Sheik. And he's fire. And I'm gonna keep it more 100 with you. If you look at him as the Sheik, within this year, he dropped a joint called Tanner Talk 2 or 3. And that tape went bananas. Industry niggas is listening to it. Execs, everybody is listening to it. So mind you, Westside Gunn and Conway's supposed to be like the two top dudes. And Conway's supposed to be the guy. And then it's supposed to be Benny. Benny blew past both of them. And let me tell you and I'm not being funny. Let me tell you why this happened. If you're in this lane, so usually I used to ask people, yo, you know who West Side Gun is? And niggas would be like, yeah. And some people be like, nah. So now it's like, you know who West Side Gun is? It's like, nah. You know who Benny the Butcher is? Like, oh yeah, Benny the Butcher, Benny the Butcher. I know who that is. I know. And it's like, wow, it's crazy because now they don't even know who the other guy. So it's crazy to watch how shit changes for people. You feel what I'm saying? So he went from being the third, almost people think he's gonna be the third guy. He's the guy now. Benny's the guy. So, and he's dope, man. He talks that hustler, you know, he talked for the hustlers. He talks that hustler straight talk to the hustlers, how hustlers think, how they talk, hard punchlines. He's crazy with it, man. He works very hard. And let me tell you something about this whole other lane. Now this lane is different. That's why I called it a new lane. This is why I call it a new lane. I gotta walk back and forth when I do this. I call it a new lane because of this, right? Um, the beats are different. Nobody's talking about any trapping. Nobody's in there with colorful hair. And the way they drop the music. This is not like even with the rappers, even me as a being a local artist. Everybody, it's mindset how the music game goes. Yo, I'm dropping December 19th. I'm gonna put out this album and I'm gonna drop and I'm gonna put the single out and all this shit. And it's like, and then, you know what I'm saying? You really wanna drop another project, but because as an artist, whatever the idea was is executed. So you probably do a video for it, you do all the little things for it, but then it's over. You know what I'm saying? You want to do another project, and people like, nah, stick to the project that you drop. With this lane, total opposite. Nigga drop this week, nigga drop Monday. So we got a whole mixtape listening to it on Monday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The next Wednesday, this nigga's dropping another one. A whole nother mixtape. He's dropping a whole new joint. New verses, new beats, none of the same songs from the last joint, new cover. It might be part two of the first one right away. Fast. This kid named the God Fahim. G just drops, just drop. This is crazy. Now, mind you, all these artists I am talking about, like once again, these guys are from Buffalo, New York. The guy Fahim, I think he's from. Damn, I'm not sure if he's from Canada or from Rochester, because you got Rochester. So what it is a connection with this. That's why I say it's a whole nother lane. It's an upstate connection mixed with a Canadian connection. Because the further you go, once you go to Buffalo, you got Niagara Falls. Canada is right there. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. You don't think kids from Canada, this is the closest thing to America, so they're not gonna come to Buffalo? You understand what I'm saying? Probably don't go nowhere farther than that, just in Buffalo and back to Canada. Because you can sneak in and out of a country. If you could sneak in and out of motherfucking Mexico, you think you can sneak in and out of fucking Canada? I don't want to be blowing nothing up. But I'm just saying. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the upstate Canada connection. Now, Rochester, Syracuse, maybe New England, everybody is hip to this lane. Where I'm at in Albany, New York, they know what's going on, but they're not hip to it. Like they're not out there doing the music. So like I said, if anybody could tag Doggy Diamonds, let Doggy Diamonds see this. That's my big brother. That's how I learned how to do my interviews. Him, Sub Zero. That's how I learned how to do a lot of my interviews. But I really was trying to let him know that Albany wasn't doing what he thinks that the Albany is doing what everybody else is doing. Not to be funny, this is the state that I'm in, and I'm not. I'm hip to what's going on, so I am making that music as we speak. But so I know what's going on, but everybody's not doing it. I can't even connect with an artist in my town that really knows what's going on. Maybe I'm not looking properly, but I'm in Albany, New York, and in Troy, and there's a few rap guys that's rapping, but are they doing that kind of music with that sound? No, not right now. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, so you got, and there's so many of them. So you got the kid named Danielson. He's from Canada. This kid, Canadian kid. Fire, man. This dude is fire, man. This dude is fire. You got St. Knack. You know what I'm saying? I think he's from Rochester, New England. I got him mixed up. You got Jamal Gaston. You got who else you got? Oh man, little Ito from Rochester. You got Aldovino. Um, you got Falcon Crest. That's two dudes. They're a team. They're like a Mobb Deep for that shit. Um, you got oh man, there's so many people that's in. It's like a quiet community of rappers who rap. They rap to dope beats. You got Fast Life, my man Fast Life NYC. He's dope. Um, you got Crime Apple. You got oh man, there's so many, bro. So many. There's so many of them. It's a whole lane. So if you sit here thinking it's just West Side Gun and Buffalo and they the only dudes that it's a whole community together. And Canada and upstate decide like they're collaborating. And Canada has a lot of dudes who make a lot of beats. So like it's not only Derringer that's making those kind of beats. Now you got these other kids coming out the woodwork making those beats. And some of these kids have already been making these beats for a little while now. They just haven't been recognized. You feel what I'm saying? Because you have guys like Rock Marciano, who is kind of the godfather of the whole lane to me. And why I say Rock Marciano is like the godfather of the the godfather of the of that lane because Mark Marciano raps to only those loop beats. He makes the beats himself. You know, he does his own production. So he raps to those loop beats and he raps some he has smooth ones, you got different ones and the beats are fire. He just be saying this dope fly shit over those beats. So he kind of I call him the Godfather because a lot of people his that's his style. That's his sound. Like that's his whole style, that's his whole sound. And like Ghostface. Like West Side Gun, if you think about it, he kind of has his sound. The more I think about it, he sounds more like Rock Marciano than Ghostface. You know what I mean? Now, Ghostface, of course, the whole Wu Tang King in this lane, Wu Tang is king, the Locks are king, um, um, all the old school rappers that had hard bars are the king. You know, Cool G Rap's the mastermind. Tragedy Gaddafi's the king. Mobb Deep, they're the kings. They run that whole lane. All the hard 94 spitters that had bars. All the dope, producers that made hard beats during those era, they're all the kings and the masters. Everybody gets to eat. It's not like there's one guy who runs it. They're all respected for what they've contributed to the hip hop game within that 90s era because the fans are from other countries. They're from other cities too, but they're from other countries too, like Germany and England, and they want to hear this music. You know what I'm saying? They really want to hear this music. So and it's just so crazy, man. It's like, oh man, you gotta just understand the sounds of this music. Now, I play the music for some people, and they be like, nah, bang bang, we ain't really feeling that shit. Like, that's that's not it, man. That's I ain't fucking with that. And that's cool. It's an acquired taste, but I'm telling them like these some of these guys like, yo, if you a manager right now, you got a rapper who's doing this rappy singy shit. This thing is gonna catch on, and he's gonna switch his whole shit, and you're gonna be switching with him. So just let them know that there's something coming. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, they really got it, man. A lot of the videos are fire. Mercenary Films. Shout out to my guy Mercenary Films. He's also from Canada. He films a lot of their videos, and the videos are real gritty, real hard, and it's a lot of different races in the game too. That's what make it dope. Like you got Spanish kids, you got Albanian kids, you got black dudes, you got white guys in there. It's a whole community, man. It's a community that right now is really taking place, and a lot of people are missing out on some real good hardcore music, some real good smooth sounds like shit with concepts, shit that, and you have some, and then you got your conscious rappers in there. The conscious rappers make sense in there because you got the gods and the earths in there and all that. You got the god bodies in that lane because that's the Ghostface lane and the Wu Tang lane too. So you got the god bodies in there. You got have I seen the? I really haven't seen no gang banging dudes in there. Like I don't think I'm not saying that's not allowed, but because it's in the regular industry thing so much, I think it's less of that. Like, all right, we don't want that part. Don't bring the gang banging shit. But you could be tough. Like, you could be a thug. You could do all that shit. You know, black mask. We can get crazy, and you could talk your shit because everybody doing music now. It's like, and you got to remember for me. I gotta get into the other part of my thing about the Mobb Deep thing. So you got to remember this with my era too. In my era, when you rapped about, I mean, and I think that's the problem now with a lot of the young rappers. They want to live the lyrics out. And some of these rappers don't live the lyrics out. Like niggas be like, oh, niggas don't really live that life, and niggas ain't about that life. When it comes to music, it shouldn't really matter. You feel what I'm saying? Because now this person is doing music. He's not that person anymore. He's portraying an image, and the image is for us to buy because the music is stuff that we listen to and our beliefs. That's what music is about. Your beliefs, what you feel at that moment, how you think about shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's music is not really about like just playing it. It's about it says what you feeling. Am I correct? You feel some kind of way. You put a song on. Fuck gay bun. Middle fingers in the air. But you know what I'm saying? You'll play that all day 'cause that's how you really feel. And you'll play it all, and you'll play it with a smooth face. Driving your car, walking down the block. Fuck everybody. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what music is. So, um, people want to live the lyrics. So the era I'm from, you had to live. We had to feel like I couldn't talk about. I can't rap about drugs, guns, anything that I rap about. I had to be there for it, see it, sometimes experience it or touch it just so it can make so I can say it's done. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was the rule was I think an untold rule in that during that era was because you know how people say fake it till you make it. So we wasn't talking that shit back then. I mean, there was no fucking fake it till you make it. But um, front a little to get a little attention was cool. So I'll say this right. It was like if you rapping about guns, right? Um, Because if you listen to some of the music, you be like, oh, your man got a gun. Or, like, it was like that. Like, my man got the hammer. Let me see the hammer. I'm holding it. I'm looking at it. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's fire. All right. That's what's up. I might get the hammer. We might go somewhere and let it off. Bow, bow, bow. Right? I bust my gun. The end. I did. I bust my gun. Now, the story I tell of how I bust my gun or why I busted my gun is a whole nother story. But did I bust a gun? Yes. Have I shot a gun before? Yes. I can say I did that. That's how rap was going back then. You had to at least touch. So crack nigga, when you had to at least get. You had to at least go. Yo, because you know back then I'm not saying there wasn't no sales or nothing like that, but you know you could get away with shit. Let me do that shit. Let me do it. And you get nigga, here you hit him, and you hit him. Boom, you hit a dude. You hit 3 dudes for your man. You so crack. Said, yep, I sold crack. And you're there with your man, and you're watching what he going through and making the money. You're watching everything else go through, and you're there. And Alright, y'all, I'm back. So yeah, so this new hip hop, this new thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like with this whole lane, it's just crazy. Um, Yeah, man, and this is the new lane. You don't have to listen to that bullshit no more. With like I said, with the Mob Deep thing. So like I was saying, you had to at least touch something to rap about it. And for us, when I really want to put Mob Deep was music for the shooters during that era. That's what I really want to put. But they said my title was too long. But Mob Deep was music for the shooters. I'm from the Bronx, right? And you know, Queens had a heavy when Nas is popping and all that, everybody listen to Queens niggas. You can't front like in the 90s, everybody listened to Queens niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like you had your Brooklyn niggas and all that, but it was so many Queens niggas. It was so many of them. Everybody listened to Queens niggas. Want to be a gangster, everybody a gangster. You had the boss era for a couple of seconds, but niggas still everybody want to be a gangster. I'm from the thug era. That's the Pac era. So everybody wanted to be a thug. Every your favorite rapper was a thug. Niggas getting tattoos on his stomach. Everybody wanted to be Pac when he died, right? By the time Mobb Deep dropped that second album, oh man, yo, these niggas, yo, they was talking about drinking Hennessy 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We kids, bro. We drinking Hennessy 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The niggas talking about, yo, the niggas said, I remember this to this day because I felt like we was copying what they was saying, basically, without saying anything crazy. We was copying what they was saying. They talking about cutting niggas across the face. They talking about shooting at dudes in broad daylight. They talking about being young and spontaneous. They talking about these older niggas ain't fucking with us. Like, and that's, I think sometimes when I think about all that stuff, because that's my era. Remember, I'm a young, so them niggas, when they was saying that, I'm in my teens. I'm in my teens. I'm a teenager when they talking that shit. So imagine how my mind is going. With these dudes, we smoking mad bud early in the day. We all got hammers. It's 5 of us. We all got a hammer amongst us. Like, we all got hammers, but like, I hang out with these 2 niggas, we got a hammer. He hang out over there. They got the hammer over there. This thing got his own hammer when he come through. But we all hang out together. We got hammers. It used to be crazy. Like I'm not fronting. I swear to everything I love. I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? I swear to everything I love. Like, you know what I mean? It used to be crazy like that. But that Mobb Deep used to have us like, yo, these fuck you talking. We was that shit. We was on that type of time. So Mobb Deep was music for the shooters, for the thugs. Like Jesus Christ, like the things I used to try to do off their music, bro. Used to have us so amped. We drinking at night, listening to that shit. We on some whole other grimy Bronx crazy shit. Don't come through there at night. Don't come. We drinking Henny or E&J. We've been drinking all day long. It's nighttime. It's Friday. Don't come through that acting stupid. We shooting at you, shooting you off your block. Yeah, so that music was like, you know what I mean. I say all that stuff to say that music is very influential. You know what I'm saying? Like all the Takashi stuff, all the stuff your kids are listening to. Remember, they're influenced by it and they copy and they think that's what they're supposed to do because that's what the rapper said do. You feel what I'm saying? And we got to just make better music. But all that to go back to these dudes is so fire, man. I want you to go check their music out. Go check out all their stuff. West Side Gun, you know what I'm saying? Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, ST Knack. ST Knack is ESTEEANACK. ST Knack. Danielson. And shout out to my man Nicholas Craven who be making the hot fire beats. Nicholas Craven is fire. That guy's fire. Gallo Point. Remember I said Derringer, Rob De Niro, V Dawn, and then you got, Premier B over there. Y'all don't understand what y'all missing, man. I'm telling y'all, this is something different. If you older dudes are bored, y'all tired of listening to that same old bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all like stuck listening to this garbage. You know what I mean? Y'all think it's only like 50 Cent. Because 50 Cent is one of the realest niggas. Like, he's still one of the realest niggas that go hard. But if you just want to, like, I don't got time to see who's real. I just want to hear some real music, some bars or some rap. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to my man R.J. Payne, too. That nigga fire. He from Philly. Fire. Fire. Who else? I'm missing some people, man. I'm missing a lot of people that I be talking to on my page, on Instagram. And check me out on Instagram, man. World's Strongest Hustler. On Instagram, you can check me out over there on Instagram and shit. I be really doing my rap shit over there. I gotta make this Bang Bang TV page for over there too. But right now it's a page for me doing my music. I share some stuff on there a little bit. But yeah, that's basically it, man. So go check out some new music, man. Check out this new lane. I'm gonna come back here. I'm not sure I'm gonna come back on tonight. I might come back on tomorrow. Yo, make sure when you on here, please subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Subscribe. Check me out. Leave comments on stuff. I always put stuff up. Go check out my last interview I put up with Breeze Montana. You know what I'm saying? From Mount Vernon and shit like that. I said it right. Mount Vernon, New York and all that. Check out the interview I just did with him. Go check out the footage I put up with Uncle Murder doing a new 2019 recap. You about to put that out, so go check that out. And I'm gonna keep putting up more footage. I got more footage for y'all. I'm gonna keep going live. Stay tuned on Bang Bang TV. We are on the come up. We on the rise. As long as y'all keep watching, sharing the stuff, liking the stuff, commenting and all that, we gonna be moving. You know what I'm saying? No outpost stories today. I'm not doing outpost, but tomorrow I have another hip hop story for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like I said, some dude try to question my hood pass on. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wasn't out there. Fuck is you, nigga? Nah, I'm not playing. Bang bang, bang bang, bang, bang bang, bang 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 bang.